Complete garbage. Complete total garbage tonight. The Godfather Soldiers from Swimming. The name of my topic tonight is called Nasty and Nonsense in Nashville. Will Saturday night's main event be any good tomorrow night? And will Evolution be any good this Sunday? I'm going to give all you my predictions. Before I do, I'm gonna go open up some for all of you for what WWE moment happened on this day. It was Monday, July 11, 2005, when Matt Hardy attacked Edge and Lita, and he dropped a little pipe bomb. And police came in and arrested him, despite the fact he was taken off from WWE television for a while due to the fact that he was chokeslammed by Kane in the storyline after the wedding between Kane and Lita. And that's what happened. He was released by WWE by that time when by around like it was like 2000. It was like last year, I believe this year. Yeah, last year, 2004. So stick around, right back. Let me break down tonight's review. And I'll be right back. And here is Matt Hardy's return, attacking Edge and Lita, and the pipe bomb he dropped. Here it is. Wow, what a pipe bomb. Real pipe bomb Matt Hardy laid on Edge and Lita 20 years ago on this night Monday Night Raw. And this is a storyline, a real life feud fight between Edge and Lita because of the love triangle between, because Lita cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge. This is real life feud between these two. They have a love triangle. One of the most best moments in WWE history. So let's go on with tonight's show. Smackdown kicks off with an aerial view of Nashville, Tennessee. Inside the Bridgestone Arena, we see tag team champions Street Profits entering the arena. Camera cuts to Jelly Roll walking backstage, hugging Randy Orton. Live at the arena, LA Knight's music hits, and out he comes to a loud ovation from the crowd. LA Knight gets in the ring and he says predictions and spoilers, two things that come out of Paul Heyman's mouth often. He says Heyman feels like he hold all that power in the way he does. Seth piece of shit Rollins, a desperate man who is a little washed. He had to go make the desperate move and join Heyman. And together they got this goon troop of Slop House, Bronson Reed, and the dog-brained idiot Braun Breaker. He's right. He says they tried to injure him and hurt him. They tried to do it on Seth's orders because he couldn't do it himself. And 24 hours is him against Seth tomorrow night at Saturday's main event. Even dropping Seth on his head and Monday was not enough. He tells Seth he wants his dignity, justice, and he wants to hurt him. And he will hurt him. He tells Seth he shouldn't be scared and get his ass kicked. He will get his ass kicked, and his ass will be kicked. That's not a spoiler, that's a fact of life. Hear Paul Heyman's voice, and out he comes with a Money in the Bank briefcase. Heyman says that Seth's personal oracle, he is blessed with many gifts in life. Besides being outlandishly good look as an oracle, he can see into the future for Seth, himself, and Braun and Bronson. And their future is their future of the entire industry. Yeah, right. And he sees LA Knight's future, and it's absolutely nothing because LA Knight has no future at all. Solo's music hits, and out he comes with JC Mateo, Tama Tonga, and Tala Tonga. Solo says something's changed and something stayed the same. Solo tells Heyman that when Heyman left Raw and his family, everything changed. There is no more bloodline, no more tribal chief, and no more wise man. He began to approach Heyman and he slowly backs away. The fans chant OTC. Solo suggests to Heyman that he leaves the building right now before he and his MFTs put him through a table like he did last year. Heyman waves at them and he leaves through the crowd. He looks at LA Knight and the fans chant, yeah. Just like in TNA when it was Eli Drake, he said, dummy, yeah. Solo tells him no. Solo tells LA Knight that he is the new U.S. champion, and that means that the man that beat LA Knight at WrestleMania, the one that everyone is afraid of, the Samoan werewolf, he beat Jacob Fatu. Fans chant Fatu. Solo tells LA Knight that he will give him some same opportunity as he gave Heyman to leave and not come back, or he will make sure that MFT make sure that he doesn't walk again. LA Knight says, alright, but the fans chant his name. LA Knight says the fans won't leave him if they want him to leave. Make him leave. All four more get in the ring apron, and out comes Jimmy Uso, who slides a steel chair in the ring. Jimmy hits JC Mateo with a super kick and he gets in the ring. Jimmy and LA Knight are in the ring with both men holding steel chairs. Tala Tonga is about to get in the ring, but Soul tells him to get down. Tyler Tongue gets down, and out comes Nick Aldis. He makes a match for later tonight. Soul Siaka and JC Mateo against Jimmy Uso and LA Knight. He cut backstage to see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. She asked Flair not to be at ringside. For a match tonight, but Flair tells her they are not friends. Bliss tells her she knows that, but everyone is out tonight. They'll have their tag team partner out if she wants to make a statement to be out there. Flair tells her she will be there. Commercial break. We see Roxanne Perez, Saul Ruco, and Kairi Sane already ring, and out comes Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair for a match. The bell rings to run away. Ruka drops Alexa's face first onto the mat. She goes for cover, and Zane breaks it up. Zane with a kick onto Ruka, and she throws Ruka into the outside of the ring. Zane to the ropes, but Perez with right hands, both women on their feet, and Ruka with a top rope drop kick onto both women. They fall onto the outside. Back from commercial, Soul and Alexa powerbomb Perez, who suplex. I understand what in the world is Roxanne doing on Smackdown when she's on Raw? Oh, the way this is a. Oh yeah, this is a four-way match, right? Sorry, what am I talking about? Soul, back from commercial, Soul and Alexa powerbomb Perez, who suplexes Sane off the top rope. Alexa and Zoe are back on their feet, and Bliss with right hands. Bliss goes for a cover, but Soul kicks out. She goes for a DDT, but Perez super kicks Alexa. Perez with a springboard moonsault. She goes for cover. Soul breaks it up. Soul with a running knee onto Perez. She goes for cover. Perez kicks out. Soul with a running body slam, and she gets on the top rope, but Zane trips her up. Soul gets her in a tree of woe. And Zane with a double stomp. Zane goes for cover, but Bliss and Perez break it up. Bliss and Perez throw Zane on the outside. Bliss goes for Sister Abigail. Perez gets out of it, but Bliss comes Soul with a double Soul snatcher. She goes for cover, but for Perez, but Raquel puts Perez's leg on the ropes. Sari at the ringside and approaches Raquel, but Raquel slams her on the announce table. Raquel with a big boot onto Asuka. Flair throws Raquel on the announce table. In the ring, Zane with a right hand onto Soul. Zane climbs up to the top rope and goes for the insane elbow. Alexa gets her boots up. Alexa with the Sister Abigail DDT. She goes for cover and gets the pin. Then go to commercial break. WWE World Tag Team Championship match. WWE Smackdown World Tag Team Championship match. Street Profits were still the Smackdown Tag Team Champions versus Wyatt 6. The bell rings and run away. Dawkins and Joe Gacy start the match. Dawkins with the waist lock takedown, but Gacy with an elbow to the face. Gacy goes for a splash onto Dawkins, but Dawkins moves out of the way. Dawkins tags forward in the ring, and Lumis drags Gacy to the outside of the ring. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Ford with a sunslip foot powerbomb off the top rope onto Lumis. Dawkins is tagged in, and it is Gacy. Dawkins with a clothesline followed by a spinning back elbow. Dawkins with a kick to the side of the head. In comes Lumis, but Dawkins throws him to the outside. Dawkins throws Gacy to the outside, and Dawkins with a senton over the top rope onto both men. Dawkins throws Gacy back in the ring, and he climbs to the top rope. Dawkins with a swanton, and he goes for the cover, but Gacy kicks out. Dawkins grabs Gacy, but Gacy with a clothesline. Lumis is tagged in, and they double team Dawkins. Lumis goes for the cover, but Dawkins kicks out. Lumis slams Dawkins into the turnbuckle, and he throws him to the outside of the ring. Then we go to commercial break. Back from the commercial, the Street Profits double team Lumis. Ford goes for a cover, but Lumis kicks out. Ford goes for a backdrop. Lumis lands on his feet. Gacy is tagged in, and Lumis with a spine buster. Gacy powerbombs Lumis onto Ford. Gacy goes for the cover, but Dawkins breaks it up. Gacy grabs Ford, but Ford with a kick to the side of the head. Dawkins is tagged in. Dawkins gets Gacy up on his shoulders and forward on the top rope, lands on a blockbuster. Dawkins goes for the cover, but Gacy kicks out. Loomis is tagged in as Ford runs toward Gacy, but Gacy throws Ford to the outside of the ring. Dawkins throws Gacy to the outside, and in comes Loomis, but Dawkins with a spine buster. Ford is tagged in and he lands on a frog splash onto Loomis. In comes Gacy, but that distracts the referee. Rowan drags Ford to the outside, and Dawkins runs into Roman, who falls into the timekeeper's area. Ford climbs to the top rope, and he goes for the frog splash. Loomis moves out of the way. Gacy is tagged in, and they double team Ford with a powerbomb. Gacy goes for cover and gets the pin. The winners, new Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six. Wow, that's good. We cut backstage to see Fraxy on the Motor Machine Guns, Gargano and Champion watching the match, and they get angry. Gargano tells them they need to come together now because their worst case scenario just happened. Ciampa tells them they should have listened to them. In come Rey Fenix and Andrade, who tell them they are now part of the SmackDown Tag Team division. They all argue. At ringside, we see Michael Chandler, Daniel Cormier, and Laura Sanko from the USC. I know some people are not happy about the Wyatts just became the new tag team champions, but they kind of deserved it tonight. Wasn't that bad. Back from the commercial break. And we go to commercial break. Back from the commercial, Jelly Roll is performing his song Liar. And Sias gets in the ring while singing. And Sias singing, we hear yo yo. Yo 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 yo. And it's Logan Paul. Yeah, unbelievable. Wow, total disrespect. He was just trying to sing his song, and this arrogant piece of shit, this motherfucker interrupts this dude's song, his performance. Who is this man think he is? This dude, Logan Paul. The audacity to do something like this. It's Logan Paul. He cuts Jelly Roll off, and fans boo as Logan Paul. As Logan Paul. But Paul says everyone is there to see real WWE superstars. Paul tells them they are not there to listen to music of people who have tattoos on their children, but do not have custody of them. Paul says the ring and venue is sacred. Jelly Roll belongs on stage, not in the WWE ring. Paul gets in the ring. And he says he is disgusted of our influencers, YouTubers, artists getting into our industry, our success on our platform that we have built. He claps chasers like Jelly Roll disgust him. The fans boo, and Logan says WWE does not need a Jelly Roll. The WWE needs a Logan Paul. Please shut the fuck up. He says that he set and raised the bar for what it means to be a professional wrestler. He says that he belongs in this company. He loves them so much that his podcast inked a long-term deal with the WWE. Jelly Roll cuts him off and tells Logan Paul that this is his hometown. And just to be clear, that no one gives a damn about Logan's podcast. Yeah, that's right. Tell it like it is, Orton. Both men are here face-to-face arguing, and out comes Randy Orton, yelling, "Outsider, are you freaking kidding me?" Orton says that Jelly Roll is one of the biggest names in the music industry, and if anyone is the outsider, it is Logan Paul. Orton says to show some respect. That's right. He calls Logan an entitled, whiny little bitch. Everyone back there moves heaven and earth to make sure that Logan Paul decides to. But when he turns around and Drew McIntyre hits him with a Claymore, in comes security and Drew leaves the ring. Logan Paul begins hitting Orton with right hands in the corner. Jelly Roll got that Scottish psycho piece of shit, Drew McIntyre. Logan Paul begins hitting Orton with right hands in the corner. Jelly Roll looks confused, but he grabs Logan Paul from behind and slams Logan Paul onto the mat. Jelly rolls to the outside of the ring, and he helps Orton back up. And as the fans chant Jelly, Logan gets out of the ring apron, but security runs back down to grab him. Out comes Nick Aldis with more WWE officials. The fans chant Logan sucks, and Logan Paul begins destroying Jelly Roll's guitar and band set. Man, this is really total disrespect. I don't know why fans are liking this crap. I mean, Logan Paul is annoying. I mean, disrespected Jelly Roll tonight. Back from the commercial, Randy Orton thanks Jelly Roll for having his back, and Jelly Roll thanks him for having his back. Roll tells Orton that he's thinking of being there tomorrow for Saturday night's main event, and Orton says he will be honored to have him in his corner. Both men shake hands in a hug as we cut to the ring. R-Truth is in the ring, and out comes Aleister Black for the match. Aleister Black versus R-Truth. Bell rings and we're underway. Black goes for a big boot. Truth ducks and he lands a kick to the face. Truth goes for a suplex. Black lands on his feet and he trips Truth up. Punches and kicks by Black in the corner. Truth is thrown to the ropes, but Truth with spinning crossbody. Truth to the ropes, but Black with a knee he throws Truth to the outside. Black with his moonsault to the outside. Truth moves out of the way, but Black lands on his feet and Truth throws him into the ring post. Truth throws Black into the ring and he grabs a steel chair. Truth gets in the ring, but Black stands on the chair and he hits Truth with a knee to the face. Black grabs a steel chair as the referee tells him to throw the chair away. The referee grabs the chair away from Black as Truth rolls him up. The referee turns around and Truth gets the pin. He walks straight back as Black walks after him. We cut backstage and Damian Priest stops Aleister Black, who is walking after R-Truth. He tells Black he has to let it go. He gets it, but to let it go. Black tells him he is right, and they shake hands. Black turns back and he hits Priest with a knee to the face into a metal post in the arena. Black tells him, now I can let it go. In come WWE officials to break it up. In the ring, Wade Barrett is with SmackDown Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. Stratton says she beat Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Bayley. And why would she not be to face one of the greatest of all time? Trish Stratus, she took the match because if she beats her, maybe she will be considered one of the GOATs. Trish Stratus feels a lot of pressure, but Tiffany should be feeling the pressure. Tiffany needs to beat her in order to be considered one of the greatest of all time. Something she is already, and she wins at Evolution. She will leave with the title, and Tiffany will leave nothing. On Sunday, she will do what she did for 25 years straight, deliver Stratusfaction. Tiffany says things are different now, and she knows about Trish's accomplishments. She watched the VHS tapes. Trish says that she is cute. Yeah, I guess Tiffany must have watched. Tiffany was only a baby by the time the Attitude Era existed. No offense. Trish says that is cute and asks her if she learned about VHS tapes on TikTok. She says she loves Tiffany and she loves what she is doing, but on Sunday she will become an 8-time women's champion. And here comes this bullying bitch ass Naomi. Yeah, speak of the devil. And I said speak of the devil earlier tonight when they were talking about Evolution facing each other for the SmackDown Women's title, because I said to myself, we all know Naomi's gonna cash in. I said, speak to the devil. Here she comes, Naomi. Naomi's music hits, and now she comes with the Money in the Bank briefcase. She raises it, but out comes Jade Cargill, who attacks her from behind. Out comes WWE officials to break it up. Then we go to commercial break. Jimmy Uso and LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo. The bell rings are underway. LA Knight Solo and LA Knight start the match. Tonga distracts LA Knight and Solo with a right hand. He throws LA Knight to the ropes, but LA Knight with a swinging net breaker. LA Knight stomps on Solo in the corner, and Jimmy is tagged in. LA Knight with a running knee to the face, and Jimmy with a running hip attack. Goes for the cover, but Solo kicks out. Jimmy grabs Solo, but Solo with a right hand. He gets Jimmy in the corner, and JC is tagged in. JC spears in the corner. He runs towards Jimmy, but Jimmy with a super kick followed by a Samoan drop. He goes for the cover, but JC kicks out. He grabs JC, but JC with a right hand and a forearm to the face by JC. Solo is tagged in. Solo drags Jimmy to the outside, and Samoan drops him on the announce table. Then we go to commercial break. Back from the commercial, Jimmy with a kick to the side of the head of JC Mateo, and both men are down. LA Knight is tagged in, and he lands right hands onto JC Mateo, followed by a flying forearm. A jumping neck breaker by LA Knight. He goes for the BFT, but JC pushes him away. LA Knight knocks Solo off the ring apron. He rolls LA Knight up for the cover, but LA Knight kicks out. JC goes for a Samoan drop, but LA Knight lands on his feet. He lands on a net breaker. LA Knight climbs to the second rope. Tags Jimmy, leaps onto the third, landing of the elbow drop. Jimmy with an Uso splash. He goes for cover, but Solo breaks it up. Solo knocks LA Knight off the ring apron, and Solo is tagged in. Solo with spinning Solo. He goes for a cover, but LA Knight breaks it up. In comes JC Mateo, who grabs LA Knight, but LA Knight throws him to the outside. LA Knight with a baseball slide. LA Knight turns, and he sees Paul Heyman on his cellular phone in the timekeeper's area. That distracts LA Knight, and he turns around with Tonga, hitting with a big boot. In the ring, Jimmy rolls Solo up and gets the pin. Winners, Jimmy Uso and LA Knight. Jimmy jumps the barricade as Tonga, and JC Mateo chase him. Solo's in the ring as he is yelling at Heyman. LA Knight gets in the ring, and he lands the BFT onto Solo. LA Knight gets on the ring apron. Brown Breaker is in the ring behind him. LA Knight turns around, and Brown Breaker with a spear. In comes Bronson Reed, who lands on Tsunami. Out come WWE officials, but Heyman calms them down. Heyman, Braun, and Bronson leave the ring as Smackdown goes off the air. That was terrible. I know some of the fans think that LA Knight deserved for talking about Paul Heyman like that, but he's a piece of shit. Along with Seth Rollins, who's a piece of shit. Even Reed's a fat piece of shit. Oops, sorry, said no offense. This was a terrible. I don't know how this is gonna look for Saturday night's main event, and Saturday night's main event tomorrow and Evolution Sunday. Now I'm gonna give you my predictions for Saturday night's main event tomorrow. Okay, I already got my prediction for Randy Orton for Monday last Monday Night Raw between Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul singles match. I already picked I don't remember Randy Orton, but who knows what will happen in this match? What will be a twist in this match? Then we see a little singles match: LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. We all know I'm gonna LA Knight, but I feel like Seth Rollins is gonna cheat to win. Gonna get this. He's gonna have a little backup with that fat piece of shit Wallace, Paul Heyman, that dickhead Braun Breaker, and that that rotund prick um Bronson Reed. And Gunther versus Goldberg. I say that this was for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is Goldberg's retirement match. I say no. I think Gunther is gonna I think Gunther's gonna win it, retain. I think Goldberg's gonna get this, but who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna say Goldberg, but I think Gunther's gonna win this, and I'd say Seth Rollins cashes in, becomes a new World Heavyweight Champion, and all that stuff, and he's gonna, and sometime the WWE creative team is gonna, and Triple H are gonna try to make Seth Rollins babyface, Heyman babyface, and Reed babyface, and Braun Breaker Reed babyface. That won't make sense to do after what we witnessed at WrestleMania 41 last April. That would be really stupid booking, in my opinion. And now the match tomorrow on the here right here, Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso. And Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso. I'm gonna say Jimmy gets this, but I say Jimmy becomes the new U.S. champion, but who knows if Solo might retain. Okay, now let's go to for Sunday for the Sunday's Evolution. Oh wait a minute. I did the predictions for Evolution already for Sunday Evolution. Yeah, I did it this Monday. Yeah, I remember I did it this Monday. I know who would be the predictions for the Battle Royal for World. Well, I already did mention about the Battle Royal for Women's World Championship match and all that stuff at Clash of Paris. And all that stuff and stuff. Yeah. I did my prediction of Evolution last Monday. What was I talking about? Sorry. I got Saturday Night's Main Event covered. Now it's time for something. That'll do it. I got that all covered. Now it's time for something I like to do. I know what it's time for. It's time for Time for just in time history, all the wrestling birthdays, pop culture, and history, and all that stuff. All you hear that thing is the theme Back to the Future starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Can't wait for it to celebrate its 40th anniversary on July 3rd, 2025, because the movie was released July 3rd, 1985. Back to the Future was one of my favorite movies of all time. My all-time favorites. Okay, let's go to yesterday. Back in time to yesterday, July the 10th of this year. Okay, yesterday was a happy 59th birthday to Johnny Grunge. Johnny Grunge turned 59 yesterday. And the drunken swashbuckler, his real name is Gas Harlock, who's somehow reminiscent of Captain Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He turned 39 yesterday. And Blackjack Haynes, he turned. Oh, remember Blackjack. Some of you remember Blackjack Haynes. He turned 72 yesterday. And yesterday would have been a happy. Yesterday would have been a happy 101st birthday to Bobo Brazil. Died of natural causes. He died on January 20th, 1998. And that was when the night when that was when 1998 Royal Rumble took place. The Royal Rumble took place on January 18th, 1998. Yeah, Johnny Grunge, he would have been 59 yesterday. He died on February 16, 2006. He died of sleep apnea. His real name is Michael Doran of the tag team Public Enemy. Now he and his tag team partner are wrestling company in heaven. God rest their souls. Carnage, German wrestler Carnage, he turned 42 yesterday. let's see. See what else. Now, yesterday, let's see some wrestling history yesterday on WCW Prime. On WCW Prime on the Prime Sports Network. This is pre-Monday Night Wars right here. Yeah, they're showing highlights here. Harlem Heat versus Keith Abachi, Chris Canyon, Lake Chris Canyon, Johnny B. Bad versus Butch Long. An interview with Diamond Dallas, DDP Diamond Dallas Page. Ming versus Julio Sanchez. Video. Dungeon Noon, Kamala joins. Kevin Sullivan versus Ron Thompson. Nasty Boys versus Dirty Dick Slater. Bunkhouse Buck. Diamond Dallas Page versus Scott Armstrong. And on Monday Night Raw, having up to the King of the Ring 2, In Your House 2 Lumberjacks. They're showing a video of Jeff Jarrett's music video with My Baby Tonight. The Roadie defeated, so he knows the Road Dogg, defeated Jerry Flynn. Savio Vega defeated Mike Curry. Triple H defeated Matt Hardy. And two of them will become very popular in Attitude Era, you know. Triple H and Matt Hardy. The Allied Powers, Lex Luger and the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith defeated Native American Tatanka, or the Turncoat, Native American Tatanka, and Henry O'Godwin. And Jerry the King Law was talking about how he's gonna get his revenge on Bret Hart with Isaac Yankee and DDS, the help of Isaac Yankee and DDS facing Bret Hart at In Your House 2, the Lumberjacks. Then see what else. Sunday Night Heat, July 10th of 2005. Okay, no Sunday Night Heat on this night. Just recap episode what went down and stuff like that. In 2015, a couple of movies released on July 10th, 2015. A couple movies released in theaters. A little scary movie called a horror movie, found footage supernatural horror film called The Gallows. It was the best scariest horror film since best found footage supernatural horror film since the Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity. Yeah, The Gallows. Now some people think might be right or wrong. Yeah, it's the best found footage horror film, The Gallows, since the Blair Witch Project and that movie since the Blair Witch Project and Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity. Yeah, that's one of the most scariest movies of all time. And another movie was released in theaters called Minions, featuring the voices of Sandra Bullock, Steve Coogan, Jennifer Sanders, and Michael Keaton, and Allison Janney, and John Hamm. Minions. And a movie called Selfless, starring Ryan Reynolds, Natalie Martinez, Matthew Good, Ben Kingsley, and Derek Luke, and Victor Garber. Tangerine, starring Kiki Rodriguez and Mila Taylor. Boulevard, Robin Williams' final film, was released. Supporting cast includes Kathy Baker and Bob Odenkirk. Strangerland, starring Nicole Kidman, Joseph Fiennes, Hugo Weaving, Lisa Flanagan, Nicholas Hamilton. Was released. Now let's go to July the 11th today. July the 11th. Okay, on this day in 2005, we lost a wrestler named, a Japanese wrestler, brain aneurysm. His name is Shinya Hashimoto. He died at the age of just days after his birthday. He died at the age of 40. Just days after his 40th birthday. He was born on July 3rd, 1965. He died on July 11, 2005, brain aneurysm. A Japanese wrestler. Birthdays today. Today is a happy 36th birthday. Hold on a second. To Ariel Hole Johnson, better known by Rena Ariel, a Big Swole, she turns creamy 36. Today she turns 36. Brock Lesnar turns 49 today. Wait, no, 48 today. Butch Reed, born July 11, 1954. He would have been 71 today. Okay, Sami Zayn turns 41 today. Leon Spinks, boxer, Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks, late Leon Spinks, he would have been. He turns 72 today. Today. He was 72 died on February 5th, 2021. And Tyson Kidd, Natalia's husband, he turns 44 today. Oh wait, 40. $45 today. Okay, Canadian wrestler Mike Sharp, he would have been $37. Wait, Mike Sharp, he would have been 103 today. He died on August 9, 1988, Canadian wrestler Mike Sharp. Ghetto Mongol, Canadian wrestler, he died in national causes. He was born July 11, 1930. He would have been 94 today. He died on July 18, 2013, natural causes. Both died, yeah, not natural causes. See. Trying to see what else. Let's see. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, Sami Zayn turns 40. Yeah, Sami Zayn turns 41 today. And British wrestler, the late British wrestler we lost last year, James Castle. His real name was Jamie Stacy. He was born July 11, 1988. He died in June 15, 2004. He died last year of leukemia. British wrestler, James Castle. He was being 37 today. Yeah, and okay, now let's go to some wrestling history today. Okay, ECW, ECW Hardcore TV. Okay, on this in July 11, 1995, Tony Stetson, Charles Anderson versus Dino Standoff, and Don E. Allen ends in a no contest. Hack Myers defeats Big Val Puccio. The Dudley and Snot Dudley defeat Pitbull's number one, and Pitbull number two. And on this day in 2005, on Monday Night Raw, Continental Airlines Arena, East Rutherford, Jersey, 9,000 were attendance. Chris Masters defeated Tajiri. Shelton Benjamin defeated Carlito by countout. But he still is for the Intercontinental. Carlito is still the Intercontinental champion. Kurt Angle defeated Max Striker. Then King defeated Edge by DQ until Matt Hardy came in and attacked him because the situation went on between him and Lita. The fans were chanting. When his fans were chanting from "You screwed," fans were chanting "You screwed Matt, you screwed Matt." They were all happy to see Matt Hardy back. Then police came in and arrested him. Then we see that the Diva search competition. The vote who to vote for in Diva 2005 Diva search competition. The name of their theme song was called "Be Yourself" by Autoslave. Yeah, be yourself is all that you can do. Yeah, the vote see who was voted off here on this night. Yeah, and this night Snitsky had a little somewhat of a foot fetish for Leah's feet, and this night, and that's crazy. It's hilarious. Yeah, Samoa. Yeah, they were having this night. They were having a little another competition. Crystal was dressed as a French painter, mustache, pulls her clothes on the real swims and pours her paint over herself. She rolled some paper. Elizabeth dances an L-Bay police stand, so she handcuffs Christy and spanks her and stuff. And Cameron gives Christy a lap dance. Christy says, "I think she done that a few times." Coach says, "Christy, I think you've done that a few times." And and it's time, and then we see a little Piper's Pit segment. We just figure out explain why did Shawn Michaels super kick Hogan in the face. He tries to and Piper gets disgusted at Michaels' actions for what he did to Hogan. I think Piper was kind of hypocritical about for what he did what Shawn Michaels did to Hogan. So I find it funny that he hated Hogan all these years, going back to the 80 he hated Hogan all these years from the WWE's golden age era, the rock and wrestling era, and yet he condemns Shawn Michaels for what he did to Hogan on Piper's Pit on the July 4th, 2000, for what he did to Hogan on the 4th of July 2005 on the July 11, 2005 edition of Monday Night Raw 20 years ago today. Kind of hypocritical. Then what happened was Shawn Michaels, Brian Pepper calls Shawn Michaels a coward. And he super kicks him. Yeah, Shawn Michaels was explaining he wanted to face Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam. And Piper called Michaels a coward and super kicks in the face as Monday Night Raw comes to a close. So, and that's it. That'll do. That's it. That'll do it for my review. Now I'm gonna close out something for all of you tonight. I'm gonna close out the show with the Piper's Pit. Hold on, wait. It's late Chad Henshaw said that they dress up like Chubby Checkers, sing like Larry, dance like James Brown, like to get in that hot tub. Gonna make me sweat. Gonna make me dry. Gonna make me wet. I'm the Godfather Soldier Slimming. As late Chad Henshaw said, dress like Chubby Chicken, sing like Larry Tree, dance like James Brown, like to get in the hot tub. Don't make me sweat. Don't make me dry. Don't make me wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing the impression of Saturday Night Live, doing the impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live. Back in the years, I never grew up in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. I never did. I saw reruns of Old School Time. So that'll do it for my review tonight. Describing the Godfather Soldier and Slimming. Now I'm gonna close out something for all of you tonight. I'm gonna close the show with Piper's Pit. Piper's Pit. Shawn Michaels in an interview explaining why he did what he did to Hulk Hogan. Last Monday. That was July 4th, 2005. And that was 20 years ago today. Monday, July 11, 2005. So, Paul, good night. And here it is to close out the show. You're going to listen to the hypocrisy of Roddy Piper about what he did to Shawn Michaels when he when Piper hated Hogan all these years. And it goes back to the 80s, rock and wrestling era in WWE. Here it is, listen to it. Hope I have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace.
Man, I'll tell you, how wild has this night been?
It's been pretty wild.
Yeah, but hey, guys, no wilder than last week.
Well, exactly. Let's go right there real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels on the 4th of July. Tag team partners against Kurt Angle and Carlito. Well, take a look at what happened last Monday night.
Tonight, it's going to be Kurt Angle and Carlito versus Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels and the immortal Hulk Hogan.
The teamwork from Hogan and Shawn Michaels.
Well, you got to admit that Hogan and Shawn Michaels are a hell of a team. But the tide has turned now.
Carlito now and Angle have built significant offensive momentum here. Angle slam.
No. Look at Michael C. DDT. How bad does Hulk Hogan want in that ring right now? Hogan got the time. Oh, here it comes. Oh, and what a drop. Whatever. A cover. The three.
Here are your winners, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and the immortal Hulk Hogan.
A crowd on their feet. On the
Michaels is super kick. Hogan.
And that was a shocker last week, no doubt about it. And the folks are wondering, why did Shawn Michaels knock Hulk Hogan out cold with that Sweet Chin Music last Monday night?
Well, I think we are about to find out. So many questions are about to be answered, hopefully, here on Piper's Pit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roddy Piper.
And who would have thought that tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, we'd be witnessing another edition of Piper's Pit? That's been a while.
Carlito's Cabana wanted Shawn Michaels. Jericho's highlight reel wanted Shawn Michaels. But the original, the one and only, the original Roddy Piper, Piper's Pit. Will he get the answers from Shawn Michaels? We will all find out next. We are back live, and we are ready for a live original Piper's Pit.
All right. This one's going to be a hard one. Let's get down to it. The man with the answer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look. I'm trying to go while I've got the move.
There would appear to be a contrite Shawn Michaels who's on his way to the ring to provide us some answers.
Well, certainly Shawn Michaels is not used to this type of reception. People usually jump to their feet, screaming, welcoming Shawn Michaels, but not tonight. They want to know what is up with Shawn Michaels. There it is, right there.
And Michaels knocked out Hulk Hogan last week with Sweet Chin Music. I was as shocked as anybody in watching on TV on the 4th of July or in Sacramento. I can tell you that.
Cut it. Cut it. I'm going to make this real simple. And I'm as one professional to the other, I want the answer, and I gave my word we're going to get it before the night's out. The answer is only you got. The question, only I got. Why did you blindside Hulk Hogan? Why did you take such a cheap way out? I give it to you. You tell us. Explain it.
For the last 20 years, I have come into this ring with one intention and one intention only. And that is to leave you people with something that you would never forget. I literally broke my back to give you that. And I believe that I delivered. No one has created more Raw and pay-per-view moments than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. No one has left you with more WrestleMania memories than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And no one has had a greater impact on the direction of this industry than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. At the WrestleMania Hall of Fame, I heard your chant to Hulk Hogan for one more match, one more match. It was then and there that I decided that I would once again sacrifice myself to give you what you wanted. Last week, I believe I guaranteed that Hulk Hogan will have one more match. I just made sure that last match was going to be against me. You are known the world around as the immortal Hulk Hogan. I'm going to be honest with you. And that is why he's the immortal Hulk Hogan. But again, I'm going to be honest with you. I have, nor will I ever, see that the way that you do. I'm going to prove that in this instance, perception is not reality. So, tonight, I am laying down the challenge. For the first time ever, SummerSlam, the immortal Hulk Hogan versus the showstopper, the headliner, the main event, the icon, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And at SummerSlam, Hulk Hogan, I will prove that mortality or immortality
has a price. You still haven't answered the simple question, why? You may be able to fool these people, but you can't fool me. You're making it sound like you made the fans. These fans made you. These fans made you four-time WWE champion. These fans stood behind you when you were down, when you were up. They never left you. I remember a long time ago when you were coming up in the business and you used to come to me, and this is a God's truth. Mr. Piper, how do I get in the main event? Mr. Piper, hours and hours. And you know what? I told you how. You know why? Because you were worth it. You were worth it. Well, I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you. I'm ashamed of you, man. I'm ashamed. Look at me when I talk to you. Look at me when I talk to you. You have everything going for you. And all of a sudden, you turn sideways and nail Hogan from behind, and I don't get it. Why would you ruin a reputation like that? I want to know why.
You think this isn't hard for me? Look, I respect you. I always have. But I've given my answer, and that's it.
Don't you walk away from me, you punk! You two-bit punk! Don't you walk away from me! Who the hell you think you're talking to? I know the damn answer! And if you're too afraid to say it, I'll say it, and I will tell the world! You know why? Because, Shawn Michaels, you're a coward! Oh, my God!
There's one thing I say about this. I don't blame Shawn Michaels for what he did, because Piper's kind of a hypocrite there, because he hated Hogan all these years, all his life. In a sense, it goes back to the 80s, the WWE's golden age era, rock and wrestling era. And one piece of wrestling history I forgot to mention to all of you. July 10th, 2005, Hulk Hogan's reality show, Hogan Knows Best, debuted. July 10th, 2005. Forgot to mention that, by the way. By the way, so far, have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace.